Hey everybody, Vince August here. It is Thursday, June 18th, and one of the things I want to talk about today is packaging. That's right, packaging. Because a package could make the difference between a person being attracted to an item or walking away from it completely and saying, oh, that doesn't even attract me. Now, one of the things we've seen over the last couple of days is product packaging, and certain companies are saying, hey, look, we have made a mistake with regards to certain product packaging. For example, Uncle Ben's. Yeah, I think we are way past plantation looking black guy as opposed to where we are today. Maybe it's time to move away with that. And likewise, Aunt Jemima, who there's no relation to Uncle Ben as far as I know, other than the person who thought of these two really great marketing plans. It's time to move away from this as well, okay? Look, this is not exactly who we are today, all right? And it screams of racial issues. Now, on top of that, you have Mrs. Butterworth's came out today, okay? Not a black person, but still, yeah, very subservient, fold your hands, bring me my pancakes, bitch, type of look, not exactly working. So we're starting to see that packaging makes a big difference. So for example, Quaker Oats. Look, do Quakers still, well actually, yeah, they do. All right, that's a bad example. All right, look, when it comes to cereal, Lucky Charms, right. Are Irish people upset that, there's a leprechaun that kind of represents them when it comes to just a clover? Really? Every time you see clover, you think little magical Irish? Now, look, there are some campaigns that are even worse than that in terms of some of the ideas that they come up with, just as from a marketing standpoint, like when KFC decided on using a chicken to promote eating chicken. I want you to think about that. Yes, please, whatever you do, put me in a cage, give me no mobility, slit my throat, pluck me and drop me in a vat of boiling oil. That's what I want to do with it. Yes, look, come on in. Please do this to me. Yeah, not the best idea. The point is, look, there are certain things that we can deal with and not deal with, okay? Look, no one has to have Aunt Jemima syrup. And in fact, I think a bigger problem with the bottling and the packaging might actually be the product in Aunt Jemima syrup, which is corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, just in case the corn syrup wasn't bad enough for you, water, cellulose gum, caramel color, salt, sodium benzoate, it gets better, sorbic acid, artificial and natural flavor. They never say what the natural flavor is. And then sodium hexamethylate, something. That's not good for you. So I can tell you this, I'm not sure what the bottle will do to you, but the ingredients will certainly give you diabetes or other problems. The one thing that's not in Aunt Jemima syrup is actual maple syrup. And if you look what's in maple syrup, it's pretty much the water from a maple tree. Let's focus, everybody. I don't think when Black America has been protesting and we've been seeing these things going on now for the better part of almost 3 weeks, that this was their focus. Yeah, it's nice that we're getting to these things, but this is not the packaging that is the problem. And I'm going to tell you, I think I know what the problem is with the packaging, and I'm a white guy, and I saw this the other day, and it didn't sit well with me. So, Tuesday night, I decided I'm going for a walk with my dog Lucy to a neighborhood nearby. And listen, I don't want to single out this neighborhood because it's not right to do it. Ridgewood, New Jersey. Now, Ridgewood, New Jersey is a very upper class white neighborhood. They have this great center of town, Ridgewood Avenue, where they have shops and restaurants all around. And this was the second night that everyone was sitting out and eating. And again, predominantly white, very upper middle class, expensive neighborhood. And what do I see in the middle of Ridgewood Avenue but 3 police officers just kind of standing there? And it's what they were wearing that struck me. They were wearing their police uniforms, but over their uniforms was their bulletproof tactical vest with pepper spray. And this was the look. Now, this isn't the 3 officers, but this is the look that they had. Now, this is the type of look, packaging, that doesn't exactly say, hey, I'm one of you. I'm part of your community. I'm here to make you feel safe. I don't know that this makes me feel safe. What this makes me feel like is these guys are ready for a war to happen at any point in time, okay? Now, part of being a police officer and to protect and serve, and part of a community is there's got to be a sense of approachability, okay? I have to feel like I can approach you, and I also have to feel that when you do approach me, that, wow, this guy's ready to go to war with me. That shouldn't be the sense and the feeling that I have. So, listen, I'm not saying police officers shouldn't wear bulletproof vests, but when I grew up, they used to wear it under the police shirt. This screams very military to me. And again, how can we trust each other? How can we respect each other if the first sign that you're giving me is force? See, when it says law enforcement, I shouldn't see force pop out of the words law enforcement, okay? That's not exactly what we want to portray. And I think this is part of the problem here. Part of the problem is communication. And communication starts before we actually say anything to each other. That's right. This says war. This says violence. This does not say, hey, come on over, especially when guys are wearing baseball caps and their arms are folded across their chest. They're not saying hello to people. And it's really, look, I'm the law and I'm trying to intimidate you. Now, does this go for all officers? No, it doesn't. But it does go for these guys. And what I'm saying is, look, I don't know that this needs to be the look every day and everywhere. So maybe if we start moving away from military, ready to go to battle, then we can at least start approaching one another and feeling a little bit more comfortable around one another. At least that's what I think.